Welcome back, student. So continue this lesson. So coming to the next slide, that is one of the important apparatus, that is mortar and pestle. So basically this is called mortar. See, this is called mortar. This container is called mortar, and this you can this rod is actually called pestle. So by this pestle we can uh, grinding and crush something, the solid thing. So this mortar and pestle is one kind of tool which is used to crush, grind and mix the solid substances. For example, suppose that I have a solid oral dose, suppose that I have a paracetamol, so this is hard. Suppose that I have any kind of coating tablets, suppose that your enterocotic tablets. Okay, so this kind of tablets, you can say that this kind of hard material, hard substances, this cannot be break easily by your hand, or you can say that this kind of solid things, this kind of solid things are not required for our analytical, or you can say that the analysis. So that time we need the crushed materials, we need the powder material, and that time this powder material are being prepared by these mortar and pestles. Understood? So this is called mortar, and this is called your pestle. The pestle is a heavy and bat shaped object, the end of which is used for crushing and grinding purpose. The mortar is a ball and typically made up of hard wood, ceramic or stone. So normally it is nowadays it is found in SS means stainless steel. Both of these things are made from stainless steel, and sometimes it also made from ceramic. Okay, sometimes is also made from stone and wood. So it is very rare, but in laboratory purpose all the time you seen these two types of mortar and pestle. One is ceramic, another is stainless steel. Okay, so going to the next part, that is evaporating dish. So sorry, so this evaporating, so the coming to the point, this part that is called evaporation. So from evaporation, this term that is evaporating is came, and this is something is like that where we expose something, some substances. So you know the difference between evaporation and boiling. So the very common difference between evaporation and boiling is, so evaporation can be happened in any temperature, it can be happen in room temperature also, but boiling has a fixed temperature. Suppose that I have water, so water has a fixed boiling point, but it has no any kind of evaporation point. So evaporation can be happened in any temperature, but boiling point is, it has the fixed temperature. Suppose that water has boiled as 100 degrees Celsius, alcohol, suppose your methyl alcohol is there 75 degrees Celsius, some are the volatile substances is there, their boiling point is less than 18 degrees Celsius, 25 degrees Celsius, this type of. So these are the substances can be easily volatile, or you can say that easily evaporated. Sometimes sometimes these are happened in below 10 degrees Celsius also. So that time we need that particular substance in refrigerator also. So in experiment we need the evaporation purpose, because we know that some molecule have a tendency to break at high temperature. Suppose that you exposed a solid material under the sunlight, or you can say that the overheat, your molecule will break, may become. So that time it is not allowable in case of heating and in expose of sunlight. That time evaporation process, by the evaporation process solid substance can evaporate, but it is a long lasting process. Suppose the evaporation can be happen in 2 and 3 days maybe, but boiling is a fixed temperature, it can be very quickly you can evaporate, or you can say that the expelled out whole the solutions. But a quick time, if you want to expelled out the whole solutions, that times boiling is the best process. But if it is required for long time, that evaporation is the best process. So evaporation can be happened at any temperature, but boiling point has a fixed temperature, remember. So this evaporating dish evaporate the substances. So this is made from glass also, sometimes this made from porcelain or ceramic. Okay, so written in here, a porcelain or ceramic dish is used to evaporate the excess water or other solvents to ensure that a concentrated solution or the dissolved substances is left behind. Okay, so coming to the next point, that is called tripod stand. So tripod, what is the reason of this kind of name tripod? So see, there is a three legs is there, three legs, 1, 2 and 3. So that's why it is called tripod. So over this tripod we can keep any kind of container. Okay, for that means it act as a supporting substances. Okay, so support the any other object. So one kind of chair for container. So coming to the next point, that is called burette. So burette is used to very accurate measurement of liquid and substances. Burette and pipette is basically the same thing, or not same thing. Actually, physical appearance two are very different, but the purpose is same. So pipette is also used for very small amount, and burette is also for larger amount. But pipette and the burette has the same purpose. Supposed to have actually burette having used in estimation purpose, in case of titration purpose, to know the unknown volume. Suppose that I have how much amount of water in my hand, that time if you want to exactly, if you want to measure it by pipette and your burette is useful. But in larger case it is not applicable. But larger case you will that time you need measuring cylinder. But in very small quantity, that time you use the pipette. So pipette has different sizes, you can say that different varieties of pipette is there nowadays using in modern laboratory technique. They are using the micro pipette also. So measurement and their list count is very small, so we can get the very accurate and precise result. See here, burette actually I have over. And now coming to the point pipette. So pipette having the, this is the red color one, rubber stopper is rubber bubbler is there. So this bubbler actually hold the substance. You can just suck the substances from that particular container by this this mouth. So throughout this tube, having one tip is there very front, and this tip having some solution is having some liquid is there that never be blown out, because this is a constant value. This is called pipette constant. In higher classes you need these things. Okay, so one other thing is there for your laboratory and the safety purpose. So never be dispense the liquid, or never be use your mouth to draw the liquid into the pipette. So this is very dangerous. So all the time whenever you take the substance or solvent or solutions or liquid, any other things, that time all the time use this bubbler. Okay, now coming to the point, this is called conical flux, and actually original name is Erlenmeyer flux. So we not call this name, we call this conical flux because of the shape of this container. This is a cone like structure, that's why it is called conical flux. Is one kind of container like your beaker. So it allow the content to swell or steer during an